Hello, Gina Yong, Breastfeeding Consultant here. I do get a lot of mothers contacting me about latching issues, and a lot of these mothers are actually second-time mothers. So usually I will do a little bit of history taking, asking them how was it with their first baby and what went well and or rather what didn't go well. And many of them, in fact a majority of them, they tell me that they did not breastfeed their first baby. And of course they wanted to make sure that the second baby is breastfed because they identify and they have understood how important breastfeeding is, and perhaps they are experiencing a lot of health problems with their first one, so they want to make the second one a lot better. When they tell me their stories, it's usually about how the baby has jaundice, and then in a hospital, doctors and nurses will tell them that they don't have enough milk, ask them to top up with formula milk, or they will tell them that, oh, you pump your milk and you give it to us, you make sure that you pump X amount, usually like 16 to 90 ml of milk, put it into a bottle and feed the baby. Well, that's totally the wrong thing to do, because once you start with a bottle and you start off with too much milk, the baby will end up preferring the bottle, of course, because the flow from the bottle is really fast, and compared to the flow from the breast. With the breast, the baby has to work to open her mouth big and wide and to use all the muscles in the face to extract the milk from the breast. And that is actually a good thing for the baby, because the baby will be strengthening the jaw and the facial muscles, the mouth muscles, and the baby will be able to extract the milk a lot more efficiently. So when a bottle is used too early, well, obviously the baby would prefer the bottle, because the milk that comes out from the bottle is very easy and very fast and a lot. When a lot of milk hits the stomach at one go, the baby gets very full very fast. Well, yeah, of course, very contented. But is that a good thing? No, it's not. It's not a good thing for the baby. When they're discharged from the hospital after the jaundice treatment, they go home. Mommy will end up struggling with a baby who refused to latch, and mommy usually will struggle with a baby who has tummy issues like indigestion and tummy ache, because the amount of milk that hits the tummy way too fast. Just like us adults, when we eat too fast, we get indigestion, right? Or when we eat too fast, we eat a large amount of food way too fast, our tummy just don't feel good, right? So that's exactly what is happening to the baby. It's very important, mummies, to understand all this, hopefully before you deliver your baby, hopefully you get yourself well informed and well educated before you deliver your baby, so that whenever problems happens or whenever problems arise in the early days, you know exactly what to do, and you know exactly where to seek for good counsel, where you can seek for good consultation and good advice. Unfortunately, doctors and nurses in the hospitals may not be giving you the best advice. Unfortunately, we hope to change that. Of course, we hope that more doctors and more nurses will be on the side of the mothers, helping the mothers to at least protect breastfeeding. I understand, doctors and nurses in the hospital, they're very concerned about your babies. They want to reduce the jaundice as fast as possible. Yes, I understand that. But nurses and doctors, you could do so without jeopardizing the breastfeeding. Introducing bottle and introducing too much milk too fast jeopardizes breastfeeding, and I hope more hospitals and doctors and nurses are aware of that. As for you, mummies and daddies, a lot of times it's entirely up to you. It's entirely up to you to make the decision not to give the bottle, not to give in too much milk. As for the mothers who have already delivered the second babies and they have contacted me for help, sometimes it saddens me, because this is their second baby and they have not really taken much initiative in learning about breastfeeding, in learning about how to handle a newborn baby. They have already some bad experience with the first one, and isn't it obvious that you really need to get as much information and knowledge as possible? But unfortunately they didn't, and so therefore now they're seeking me for help. I'm happy at the same time. Yes, I'm happy at the same time that they're seeking me for help. But when you are in so much distress, when you're in so much stress, having to handle a jaundice baby or a colicky baby or a baby who refused to latch, and then you have medical professionals, nurses and doctors, and even the confinement ladies or your mother-in-laws, the grandparents. You have all these people who are very discouraging and keep telling you to give the baby a bottle of formula milk. I understand that it can be really, really stressful and you can be really overwhelmed. So when you're in this situation, it's really difficult to make good decision without good knowledge. Yeah, and sometimes it's so sad. Sometimes it's too late. Sometimes it's difficult to really help these mothers to latch the baby on or to increase back their breast milk. It's sometimes very difficult to do so. So sad to say that. So my message to all you mothers, especially for those of you who are still pregnant, please do the right thing now while you are pregnant. You have the time without the stress of a crying baby or a hungry baby next to you. Yeah, you are pregnant, yes. You're tired, I understand, yes, but take this opportunity to learn, educate yourself, go for classes. Yeah, so go to www.nurturingparents101.com, where I have 3 breastfeeding classes and 6 parenting classes, all curated specifically to help you make your breastfeeding and parenting journey a much more easier and enjoyable one. See you there.